going? Just fixing my hair. It's a chaotic motherfucking day. Again. Okay. We have to start this video with the ring light saga. I don't know if this is like a Mercury retrograde saga, although this started like, well, it could have been in shadow. I was going to say it started like maybe a couple weeks before Mercury retrograde. But that light's going to go off any second now. I'm super thrilled about it. So, this is my setup, right? I use 2 standing ring lights because one is actually enough. I'm really, well, basically, when I film on my bed, one is enough because it's directly in front of me. But when I'm filming from the gaming chair, I'm filming from my dresser, and then they're on the sides of me. So I need both of them if I'm filming that way, because then if I only have one, only one half of my face is lit. So anyway, you may know some of this, but I'm just going to tell you the story. So typically my setup is 2 standing ring lights. When I was filming my Little Mix podcast, one of them went out like halfway through, but then I turned it back on and it was fine and it stayed on. That same ring light did the same thing right before my live stream. It turned off right before the live stream started. I turned it back on and it was fine for like an hour and a half. The entire live stream, it was fine. But then when I was filming the podcast for my NSYNC and there she goes. When I was filming my podcast for my NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, usually when I do this, it lightens it. So, when I was filming the podcast for the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys video, it turned off, and I was like, oh, it's fine. I just need to turn it back on again. Nope. Every time, it would last for 1 to 2 minutes, and that was it, and it would shut back off again. So today, when I was getting ready to film, obviously, I was 99% positive that I brought out the correct ring light, like not the broken one, because it's the same one that's been giving me trouble this entire time. So I was 99% positive I brought out the correct one. But as I was preparing to film, you know, it had been on for a minute or two. I was just about to start recording. It went off. And I was like, oh, shit, it's the wrong one. Like, no big deal. Like, I'm not going to get pissy. I'm not going to get irritated. It's fine. Swap it out. So that's what I did. And this one's doing the same thing. What are the odds? And then, of course, tell me if you guys are like this. I am. My friend and I are both like this, so we commiserate over this issue a lot together. It is so hard as somebody who's intuitive, as somebody who's like spiritual, to not take everything as a sign. Because when this happened, I'm like, that's not a coincidence. That's not just Mercury retrograde. Like, that's the universe telling me, no, we're not doing this video. Absolutely not. Get out of here. Goodbye, Brook. Don't film this video. So then I pull cards, right? And I get the Tower and the King of Wands. And then I pull an extra clarifier and I get Strength. And I'm like, okay, here's the problem. I could kind of read that 2 different ways, right? Sorry, my nose itches. I don't even know if I'm going to edit this. I kind of like it. It's just kind of like blah, chaotic. It's almost like a live stream, but you guys aren't here. Anyway, so if I left in that nose scratch, I don't know, whatever, deal with it. So you could interpret that as, okay, the Tower. This could be like a breakthrough moment for me with the Strength card, like push through it, like persevere, like do it. Like this will be a breakthrough moment. You could also interpret it as them saying like, no, like Tower energy, like that's why everything's shutting off and breaking. Have the Strength card could be like, have patience. Like you don't need to film today. Maybe you need to film in a couple days or something. Maybe that's the message. So with the help of my friend cheering me on, I decided, okay, we're gonna just do it anyway. We're gonna push through. The lighting's gonna suck, which is gonna make me not as cute, but like whatever. That bothers me more than it bothers you, so it's fine. Also, I changed my clothes. I had a really cute top on, and I literally felt like Sharon Clueless when she's like talking about vegging out on the couch with Josh, and she's like, sometimes I just prefer vegging out. Maybe it's because my party clothes are so binding, and like that's literally how I felt. I was like, this is too much. Like, get off of me. So here we are in the double XL plain black hoodie, rocking that look. Anyway, well, let me tell you what this video was supposed to be, and what I think it's still going to be after that 5-minute long intro is that this Scorpio full moon eclipse has been fucking whack, dude. Like, I just want to talk about the energy I want to talk about what I've been feeling, what I've been going through. And then when we're done talking about that, I just want to do a collective reading. Literally, all I brought was tarot and BTS cards, my BTS oracles. That's all we're going to use. I just want to do like a collective reading for all of us of kind of like what's next after this, right? Because Scorpio, Blood Moon, which is like the most Scorpio thing ever, by the way. And the Blood Moon, come on. Scorpio, Blood Moon, Eclipse. So, Scorpio, as we all know, is like the sign of the underworld, right? It's like death and rebirth. It's going through all of the, like, bringing up all of the old shit that's been holding you back, all those old stories, the things that need to really be purged. And especially with a total lunar eclipse, that is all about purging. It is all about letting go of everything. And not even so much letting go. I feel like it's like forcefully pulled out of you. That sounds gross, but you know what I mean. So I have been feeling weirdly optimistic, which is not like me because I'm a cynic. I'm a natural cynic. I am very pessimistic. I think it's my Virgo South Node. I am always in that energy, and I'm always like, it's funny because it's literally like, man, when people tell you like astrology like isn't real, like it is. Like my Virgo South Node, Pisces North Node, that to me just proves astrology is real. Because the Virgo South Node is like, you know, your South Node, I'm going on tangents and I don't even fucking care. The Virgo South Node is like, well, not Virgo South Node. Your South Node is like past life energy, right? So it's the things that could possibly kind of hold you back in life, karma and stuff like that from your past life. And then your North Node is kind of, you know, it's like the opposite. It's what you strive toward. So for me, it's Virgo is my South Node, Pisces is my North Node. So Virgo is all about like practicality. Like I read online once that like if your South Node is in Virgo, you probably lived in a really like restrictive society. I am very type A, as you know. I am type A. I am rigid. I'm a perfectionist. I am very practical, but at the same time, hi, Pisces North Node, that's all about like mystical thinking and magic and psychic ability and deep emotions. And so I have that balance of those two, and I feel like they argue all the damn time. So do I remember why I was talking about this? No, I really honestly don't. Oh my god, this video is going to be all over the place. And literally every edit, I promise you, is me scratching the inside of my nose because it is so itchy all of a sudden. But I don't want you to see what looks like me picking my nose on camera. I'm not picking it. It's itchy. Okay, anyway. Well, I know I was talking about the Scorpio full moon, the eclipse, the purge, letting go of the things that no longer serve you. I think that's where my Virgo South Node came in. I can't remember. We can't connect the dots today. It's not that kind of day. And I'm just going to roll with it. So let me talk about, I was talking about feeling optimistic. That's where it came in. I've been feeling optimistic, which like I said, I'm a cynic. It's not natural for me to feel optimistic. So I was a little cautious about it. I was cautiously optimistic, but I just had this like good feeling. For the past couple months, I have really been working on myself and the things that I know have been holding me back from living the life that I want to live. And I've been talking to other friends and they've been doing very similar things. So I do think that that's kind of been something in the air, something in the astrology going on, where I think we've all been kind of, especially the fixed signs, apparently. That's what my friend said. He's a fixed sign. I'm a fixed sign. He read that it was like the fixed signs especially have been really going through it. But I think everybody in general probably has to some extent. So for me, it's the all or nothing thinking. It's the rigidity, the perfectionism, perfection with my body. Like, you would have never caught me going on camera with shitty lighting and an oversized hoodie like 3 months ago. I would rather have just dropped dead in that exact moment. So letting go of a lot of the perfection with like how I look, with my body. Again, yeah, the all or nothing thinking. Oh, my trust issues. I was cheated on like over a decade ago, and it was the only guy that I think I've ever like loved. I still don't even know if that was really love. But the closest relationship that I've ever had to love was that relationship, and he ruined me. And I've tried to let go of that for years and years and years, and I kind of thought that I had, but I really clearly hadn't. And so that's like an issue I've been trying to clear. So then I felt like I had done a pretty good job, right? I was feeling pretty good, pretty optimistic. I'm like, okay, I'm like ready to trust. Like whenever I would fantasize about like meeting my soulmate, even in my fantasies, I would be thinking about like, oh, but can I trust him? Oh, but like, what if I don't see him for like a week? Or like, what if he takes too long to text back? Or like, literally, like, why? Like, in my own fantasies, like, this was how I was thinking. So that's how I knew it was still lodged in my subconscious, right? But I had largely worked through that. Like, now I'm able to fantasize and like truly just like have fun with it. And I really do feel like I'm ready. I'm ready to take that leap of faith. I'm ready to trust. I'm ready to be vulnerable. I'm ready to be myself. And so I was feeling good. And so I was like, oh, this full moon's gonna be fine. Like, it's not gonna be, there's not gonna be any emotional breakdowns. Like, no, we've had enough of those in the last 2 years to last a lifetime. Like, it's not gonna happen. It happened. So the actual eclipse for me, from, you know, my time zone, it was Sunday night. So I was feeling fine. And then Sunday evening rolls around. It's probably like 5 or 6 in the evening. I'm watching TV. I was watching, Shane Dawson has a new podcast. If you don't like him, I don't care. I love him. So he has a new podcast on his second channel. It's him and Ryland. It's Shane's brother and then their friend Chris. So it's these 4 like super cozy guys, like super chill, super cozy. They're like a cozy little friend group. And the podcast, they're like chilling on the couches. They're talking everything, life, conspiracy theories, like crushes, like whatever. They're talking about everything. I love them. It's so relaxing. It's so cozy. It feels like you're hanging out with friends. And they only have 2 episodes, but this was the second episode. And all of a sudden, it was like a light switch turned on. I got so triggered. I felt so lonely. I felt so alone. I was like, I want what they have. Like, I haven't had a friend group in like 2 or 3 years. I haven't had, like, I don't know, basically my friendship situation is that none of my friends live near me. I have a really good friend from back home. I have a couple in Canada. Don't ask me how that happened. I attract Canadians. It's weird. Maybe it's because I played hockey growing up. I don't know. But I have a couple friends in different parts of Canada. I've got my friend back home. I've got a friend that does live kind of near me, but it's LA. LA is huge. She's far, and she doesn't have a car. That rhymed. So we haven't seen each other since before the pandemic in person. So I have these great, wonderful friends, but none of them live like near me. Like, I don't have like a good close friend that lives near me that we can hang out and we have deep conversations. Like, I've had some kind of more like surface level friendships in the recent past, but like, I just don't want that anymore. I don't know that I ever wanted it. I just don't think I was ready for anything deeper before, but now I am, and I don't want anything shallow. I don't want anything surface level. I want like those friends, like my old friend group that I used to have, but you know, whatever. People get in relationships, people move, shit happens. I want those friends where like you can sit on the couch and you can play video games and watch anime and order Taco Bell, but then you can also have super deep conversations about life and the universe and your emotions and whatever. And like, I don't have that. And as an adult, it's really hard. It's really hard because, like I said, even once you have those friendships, stuff happens. Sometimes people move away. Sometimes people get married or have kids, or like things happen. And so I got really lonely. I started to feel like really depressed, really sad, really alone, really like, you know, just like how I'm never gonna be happy. Like, I'm never gonna find friends. I'm never gonna be happy. And again, friends like in my area. Which then, of course, segued into, because it's me, hello, it's segued into, you don't even have a soulmate. You are delusional as hell. Like, no one is ever going to love you. You need to fucking settle for some guy that is just, like, good enough. Or you need to just accept that you're going to die alone. And so that sent me into a tailspin. Excellent show. I used to love Tailspin. 90s Disney kids. Anyway. And so... Which, like, honestly, 100%, because I have settled a lot in the past. Again, I think I've only maybe been in love, like, once. So I know what it feels like to be with a guy that's good enough. And I would definitely rather be alone, you know? But at the same time, like, I've always felt like I've ever since I was a little kid, you maybe have heard me say this. I've said it a couple times on my channel. But, like, ever since I was a little kid, I've felt like I was looking for someone. I felt like I had a beautiful, magical, wonderful soulmate somewhere out there in the world, and we would find each other. And I know that that might sound like a fairy tale, or it might sound stupid to some people, but like to others who have felt the same way, like you get it. And like it's hard to express. Like I never really even talk about it that much because I feel like most people just don't get it. And then they just try to make me feel like I'm an idiot, or like I'm like some delusional moron for believing in like a fairy tale romance. Now, I'm not saying like everything about it would be fairy tale, but like I've always felt like I had this beautiful connection. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he is. I've done everything that I could to try and find him, and it hasn't happened yet. But I still believe that. And like, honestly, like I would rather be alone than settle for somebody, even though it's at this point really painful to still be alone. Like, anyway, so yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. I don't even want to go further down that rabbit hole. I think that's like enough. That's enough of Brooke being vulnerable for a minute. I don't like doing it. No, but well, you know, to be in a relationship, I have to be vulnerable. So might as well start with doing it with you guys. Being vulnerable. That's what I meant. Not, you know what I mean. Anyway. So yeah, so I started with the feeling like I have no friends, I'm so alone, I'm so lonely, which then spiraled into, and you don't even have a soulmate, you're an idiot, like you're gonna die alone, just accept it, or go settle for someone, like deal with it. Which like that, like, again, like back to the whole love thing, like has always been my driving force in life. Like everything else has always been secondary, everything else has always been less important. I have health anxiety, and really like the reason behind it is because I'm anytime I feel something like weird in my body, it's literally never anything. I have anxiety. But anytime I like feel something weird, I'm like, well, that's it. I'm dying. And I didn't meet my soulmate. So my whole life was pointless. So that's great. So that's why I have health anxiety. I learned that definitely over the last couple of years. I've kind of figured that out, is that, well, and I also know what it stems from. I don't want to get into it, but I know where it stems from. But the reason that I have it is because, like, if I died before I met my soulmate, my life, this would have been pointless in my eyes. Like, that's the only thing that matters. It's the only thing that's ever mattered to me. And here I am, 33 years old, still alone. And, yeah. Yeah, the eclipse was intense. It was really intense. It was awful. I hated it. I cried myself to sleep. And then the next day, I felt like I had, like, an emotional hangover. And then the next night, so during the day I felt like I had an emotional hangover, and then at night I started to feel better. I started to feel this like kind of touch of magic in the air, and now I'm just kind of feeling like normal. So that's a win, I guess. I don't know. So that's kind of how I've been feeling around this full moon eclipse. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about, and then we'll pull some cards. Psychic occurrences are off the fucking charts. The veil is thin. What is going on? So my friend and I have been talking about it. We've been having some little like ghostly type experiences. My whole ring light weird situation. But there's been a lot of other things. You know, like those like weird little psychic things, right? Like you think about someone and then they text you 2 minutes later, you know, things like that. A lot of that kind of stuff has been happening for me lately. And it's funny because I was talking to my other friend earlier today and he brought it up out of nowhere. He was like, okay, are your like psychic abilities like crazy off the charts right now? Because mine are. He talked about having a psychic dream. I had a psychic dream. There's been a lot of weird psychic occurrences going on. So the fact that he brought it up out of nowhere, I was just like, okay, like there is something in the air. Like it's definitely not just me. I'll give you like one really fun example that was really wild. I was walking my dog Flurry the other day and I was listening to music. I had headphones in. And I see this kid who's riding his bike. And I have this kind of like That's So Raven moment where I had this like visual in my head of the kid asking me what I was listening to. So like 10 minutes later, like we continue on our walk. 10 minutes later, the kid comes up behind us on his bike and he says something and I didn't hear him. So I took my headphone out and I was like, oh, what was that? And he said, oh, your dog's really cute. And I was like, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. And then he said, what are you listening to? I had to keep it together because I didn't want to scare this poor innocent child, but I was freaking out internally so hardcore. I was listening to that by the way, in case you guys were curious. I don't think he was impressed. He was like 10. I don't think he's into K-pop. But anyway, yeah, so that was weird. And like today I was driving, and I have a playlist that has like 100 songs on it, and a particular song popped into my head. And the playlist is on shuffle, by the way. That's kind of important. And one of the songs popped into my head. It was the next song that came on. I was like, oh, okay. So weird shit like that has been happening nonstop. So I'm curious if you guys have been experiencing that too, because I know a couple of my friends have and still have. Well, I think my other friend too. Honestly, I think like 3 of my friends that I know of and myself, we've all been experiencing weird shit like that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're gonna do the reading in just a second. I've enjoyed this because like I just feel like this almost feels like a live stream in a way, and I always feel like the most comfortable, the most authentic, like in live streams. And I just really wanted to like get some stuff off my chest and talk about my feelings, which is not typically something that I normally do, but I wanted to. So let me know how you guys have been feeling in the comments below. Oh, and one other thing, my friend and I were talking about this today. We both feel the same way. That we feel like we're constantly being tested, and we feel like we're constantly passing the tests, yet like nothing is happening. And like that's something that's been like really frustrating me, because I feel like for like 2 years now, ever since the start of the pandemic, I've been like hermit mode, soul searching, working on myself, like mind, body, soul, trying to like be happier and healthier. And so again, so that I can attract the life that I want, so that I can attract my soulmate and et cetera, like all those, the confidence of my dreams, like blah, 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 all that stuff, self-love, blah. So I feel like I'm constantly getting tested, and I feel like I'm constantly passing those tests, and then I feel really great for like maybe a couple days, and I'm like, yes, okay, well maybe something exciting will happen. Like I clearly passed that test and I'm feeling good. And then it's like another test, and it's just like, okay, how many more do we have to do? Like, I'm over this. Like, I want the good shit. So that is why we're going to do this reading, because I want to know, is the good shit coming? Because I'm tired. You're tired. We're tired. We deserve our manifestations. We have all been working our asses off for 2 years, and I, for one, think that we deserve what we fucking want. And I'm tired of getting tested and like being exhausted. So I'm so sorry. Why does my nose itch so much? Like it's not even my nose, like right the outside of it. But then I'm like, are they gonna think I'm like picking my nose on camera? I'm not, I swear. Okay. Anyway. Let's do a quick collective reading. What the hell was that? It sounded like something like hit my window, but I don't think anything did. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Ghosts, just help us out with the reading. I'm sorry. Help us out with the reading instead of just running into my windows. First card is the 5 of Swords. Not surprised. So where are we headed? What's coming in? What energy shift are we getting from this Scorpio full moon eclipse? What is next for us as a collective? For the people watching, what's next for us? So 5 of Swords, the reason I'm not even shocked at all, it's that wounded warrior energy, right? So I'm so sorry, oh my god, it itches. Okay, 5 of Swords, we'll pause for a second. 5 of Swords, it's the wounded warrior. This is the wounds from the past coming back up. Oftentimes this card will come out in readings when it's like, it's giving you that message of like, yeah, we know this sucks, but it's happening for a reason. It's happening so you can clear this shit. So hopefully that's the case. Let's see what we get next. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Look at that. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, of course, is the mental prisons that we lock ourselves in. It's our limiting beliefs. It's our old stories, those old mindsets. Also, my nails perfectly match this deck. Oh my god. Anyway, I got distracted. It's very similar kind of in a way to the devil energy, you know what I mean? It's like feeling bound to something, bound to a mindset, particularly a story. I mean, that's what I've been personally going through, is really letting go of those old stories of like, well, I got cheated on, so I can't trust men, and this is my life. Just, I don't get my soulmate. Nope. I'm just gonna be miserable and alone forever, you know. So take whatever it is for you. Whatever old story has been holding you back from achieving, manifesting, being ready for what you want. That's what that is. So that's just my example. I like to use my life examples because maybe it can help you guys. But yeah, whatever is going on in your life, whatever from your past, those old stories, you know, the sword energies are very like, very much like mental energies. So 8 of Swords in particular is, oh my God, strength. Look at that. We got 2 8s, number 8 strength, and the 8 of Swords. Well, remember when I said earlier, did I tell you the story? I don't know. I filmed the intro twice, to be quite honest. But I think I told you the story of how I pulled cards and my clarifier was strength. Well, there you go. There you fucking go. Strength. So this is inner strength, perseverance, also patience, but it's most importantly perseverance. Because they're telling you guys, just like I feel like they were telling me earlier, persevere through the bullshit. This is happening for a reason. Strength is also a card of vulnerability. And I know for me personally, I suck at being vulnerable. This video was very vulnerable for me. I think the most vulnerable I've ever been on my channel, to be quite honest. And it honestly feels mostly good. And again, that's my fear, and that's what's been holding me back from finding love. And I've been getting a lot of love readings lately. I think even more than normal, like private readings. So I wouldn't be surprised if for a lot of you, this is resonating very similarly to what I'm saying, of like wanting to find love, wanting to find your soulmate. And a lot of their readings are very positive. A lot of the readings, there's been a lot of like lovers and the star, this feeling of divine timing, people coming together. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. Pat Sajak. No, I'm just kidding. Why did I just say that? I saw him at a hockey game once. He lives in Annapolis or something, I think. Or I can't remember where he lives, but he's a Caps fan. So I saw him at a hockey game once. Random story. But Wheel of Fortune, number 10. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel turning in your favor. It's luck coming in. It's fresh energy, new beginnings. It's excitement. And it's the way I always describe the wheel is like, luck is not a coincidence. Like, luck is not an accident. You don't just like get lucky because like the universe is like, blah, whatever, here you go, here's some luck for you. Like, it's because you've done work. It's because you're ready. Like, it's because of this. It's because of that, working through that, you know, 8 of Swords, working through the wounded warrior, the stuff from the past, digging in with that inner strength, persevering. I'm getting this feeling that like, now, I don't know when. It's notoriously hard to predict timing because the universe's idea of soon does not usually line up with our idea of soon. So when I'm intuitively feeling like something could happen soon, it could still be a month or 2 away. You know what I mean? So I don't want to predict timing per se, but I just get this feeling that good things are coming. That this is kind of like the final test. This is the final purge. This is the final, are you going to deal with this shit? Or are you going to, I don't know, like, are you going to do your unhealthy, are you going to indulge in that unhealthy coping mechanism and pretend that you're not feeling things? Or are you going to be vulnerable with yourself and feel it and work through it once and for all so that you can have this? So, all right, let's get a couple more and then we'll pull some of my BTS cards and then that'll be our reading. Also, let me know if you guys like this style video. I'm enjoying it. I would be open to doing more like this in the future. Honestly, I was just like too tired to do a themed like pick a card. It takes a lot of, you know, time and energy, like prepping and brainstorming, and I wanted to make a video for you guys, and I really wanted to talk to you guys more than anything, but I did not have the energy to do one of those videos. So Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. But I love that with the wheel, new beginnings. Whoop, sorry. New solid beginnings, right? This is fresh energy. This is newness. This is fresh. The Ace of Pentacles is like we've got that solid foundation. We've been through the tower. Like, this freaking full moon, man. This was the tower, if I've ever seen a tower moment. This was the tower, I feel like. Sorry. So we're starting from the foundation. We're starting fresh, but it's got a stronger foundation. That's that Ace of Pentacles. That's strong foundation. I think we've all grown a lot. I think we've all healed a lot. I think we've all matured a lot. And I think that wheel is about to turn in our favor. And we're going to have, the Ace of Pentacles is success. It can be job offers. It can be many different things, obviously, because this is a general reading. Sorry, my legs are getting sore sitting like this on my bed. It could be many different things for different people, but of course it could be job offers. It could be getting the that house that you've been eyeing, or getting approved for a loan, or love coming in, a beautiful solid love connection. It could be many things. King of Pentacles. Okay, couple things, and I'm going to pull one more card. But King of Pentacles, again, paired with the Ace of Pentacles, this could, for a lot of you guys, it could be really good financial energy, like really good financial stability. But I'm getting a very romantic vibe. I just am. Like, I love the King of Pentacles so much. He's my personal favorite tarot card, because he's all about stability. Like, the King of Pentacles is like your best friend. Like, not only are you like massively attracted to each other, because I think of like Taurus energy, right? Taurus energy, I feel like, is very sexy. Virgo energy is very sexy. But Capricorn especially is, and Virgo, well, all of them, I don't know. Basically, the way I feel about the earth signs, because they're earthy, is like they're friendship material, but they're also like really good lovers. So, like, I feel like this person coming in, for, if you're manifesting love, if that is what you have been wanting, there we go. I really feel like this is someone that you have a solid foundation with from the start. You're going to feel like you've hit the jackpot. You're going to feel like you're really lucky. That freaking Pharrell song will not stop. Is it Pharrell and Daft Punk? Is that the Get Lucky song? Is that Pharrell? I think it is. Anyway, it's like playing in my head, but I feel like if this is love, which for a lot of people I think it is, this is somebody coming in who you're going to be stable with. They're going to make you laugh, which is like the most important thing, I think. They're going to be best friend material, but damn, they're going to be sexy too. Like look at his vibe. Like, stop. He's also like, he's giving me like stylish. Like, I feel like maybe they're stylish. I'm really drawn to like the chain on his wrist, his bracelet there. So it could be just very stylish as well. Maybe they like jewelry. Maybe they are a jeweler. Huh? Who knows? Okay, let's get one more tarot card, and then we'll get some BTS cards. Six of Cups. Renewal. Healing that inner child. And look who's at the bottom. A ding, ding, ding. 8 of Wands, baby. Okay. So, yeah, Six of Cups. Renewal. Healing the inner child. This could also, again, if this is love, could be somebody from your past. And if you don't want someone from your past life. I usually take it as past life, personally, for the most part. But could be that no matter what, I feel like there's a very spiritual connection coming in, very beautiful spiritual connection. And guess what? You got to be vulnerable, which is why you've been going through the trenches, which is why you've been going through all this bullshit to find that inner strength and that ability to be vulnerable with the right person and recognize that right person when they come in, because it's gonna be impossible for you to not recognize this person. So, love, definitely. Could it be friendship? Yes. Could it be someone coming in with a job offer? Yes. Whatever you have been focusing your attention and energy on, that's what it's going to be for you. So some of you, it might be more so about your living situation or your finances or your job. For others, it might be more about just wanting friends. For others, it might be true love. But no matter what, this is a soulmate connection. This is someone you're going to instantly recognize. You're going to instantly feel comfortable with. You're going to instantly feel at home with this person. You're going to instantly feel like you can be vulnerable with them and you can be yourself with them. And we got 3 8s because we got the Strength card, we got the 8 of Wands, and we got the 8 of Swords, 888. So I don't know what that means, but it just makes me think infinity. I'm really thinking very spiritual connections. 8 of Wands is communication, blessings, manifestations, positive changes, all of these things coming in when you least expect it. So just let it. It's also passion and excitement, which I know is something that a lot of us have been lacking in our lives for the last couple of years. I know I have. I am bored as fuck. Like, I just want to find my true love and like go out and have fun. Is that so much to ask? Yeah, I guess not, because we can expect some freaking miracles, my guys. Expect a miracle. First card out. Love it. All right, let's get a few more, and then that'll be that. Oh, I love this card because I always want to tell it to go fuck itself. Appreciate this moment. Okay, well, we can, right? Like, we can appreciate this moment because if we didn't go through the tower, we wouldn't get to the star, you know? If we didn't go through the transformation, the purging, we wouldn't get to where we wouldn't be ready. Like, your true love could come in and you'd screw it up. Do we want that? No. We would rather do the work, get through it, and then have that amazing connection, you know? So, yes, we can appreciate this moment, but we can also want it to be over. That's okay. We can also want this to just hurry up and come in. Like, that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, then we have, oh my God, I love this. So this is from Love Myself. Great song. Once the winter passes, the spring will come again. I feel like this is kind of like the end of the winter. Like, I feel like that spring is coming. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take. Could it be tomorrow? Sure. Could it be next week? Maybe. Could it be a month from now? Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But the Eight of Wands, it is like when you least expect it. Ooh, you've got their attention. Shut up. You've got their attention. I'm telling you, like, there's just this... okay, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I keep having this like weird feeling that like it's like almost like everything good is gonna happen for like everyone like all at once. Like, I know it sounds insane that it's like, oh yeah, like everyone is gonna manifest, you know, something like the thing, like it's all gonna happen on the same day or something almost. Like, I just get this feeling that I don't know, but look what we got. A fun surprise is coming. So, yep. All right, let's do like one or two more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I feel very positive. I don't know. I'll be curious to see what you guys think. But again, like I said, I'm a very cynical person. So the fact that I've been feeling on and off optimistic for the last couple weeks, like that's saying something. Okay. Put yourself out there. Okay, so again, this would apply for anything. If this is for a job, for friendship, for love, put yourself out there. And in this day and age, that could simply mean post more on your Instagram. Maybe make your Instagram public instead of private. Get on a dating app. Get on a language sharing app. I've met people that way in the past. Post more on your TikTok or your YouTube channel, or start that YouTube channel. Which one of you cozy people, was it literally a ring light that you bought? I think it was. Oh, that's even spookier because of my ring lights breaking. One of you, I'm gonna email you back. I'll probably email you back before this video even goes up. But one of you guys, one of you cozy individuals, told me that you bought the ring light because you've been wanting to start a channel. So now you've got the ring light. So that's a straight up sign for you, right out. You know who you are. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to put you on blast. Look what's currently on the bottom, by the way, very soon. Let's get one more. But, yeah, put yourself out there. Like, because believe me, like, I'm a hermit. I'm an introvert. Like, I get it. Like, when I hear put yourself out there, I have a minor panic attack because I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go somewhere. You don't have to. That's the beauty of the 21st century. So, just thought I'd share that. But let's get one more card, and then we will call it a day. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Shut up, I'm freaking out. Perfect timing and serendipity. My tattoo. Part of it's worn off. Finger tattoos are great, but they also suck. But it says serendipity, I swear. One of the lines completely faded. Don't at me. Don't at me. Perfect timing and serendipity. So, That was the perfect ending. Literally, as I'm like, okay, just one more card, and then that's the one, and the way it flipped out and everything. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. This was obviously a very different style, like very different everything for me. Again, if you would like to see more of these, leave me comments below. Let me know. Why do I always rhyme? I do it all the time. But anyway, just in closing, I just have a good feeling. That Beatles song, I Got a Feeling, keeps playing in my head for the last couple days as well. I think my Botox is literally already kicking in. It's only been a few hours. Sorry. I just have a good feeling. I've got a good feeling. I hope you have a good feeling. Again, like I said, the only thing is that I don't know when. I don't know when. And that's the whole thing with the perfect timing and the serendipity is you just gotta live your life. Put yourself out there in any way that you can that can possibly get you seen because you got somebody important. You've got their attention, and just expect that miracle. And in the meantime, just persevere, be patient, and be ready to be vulnerable. Because I think that's coming for all of us. I think there's that real important need to be vulnerable and be your true authentic self, no matter how scary that is. To do that with somebody new, whether that be friendship or love or even somebody connected to your career. But anyway, you guys, that is going to do it for me. That's going to do it for this video. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you did. I'll do more of them in the future. But yeah, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye guys.